Today I'm going to go ahead and answer about 10 questions that I get about riding up to the Dempster in Canada. Also, I've been up to Prudhoe Bay once before also. But these are questions that are commonly asked on Adventure Rider or some of the Facebook groups. And I just wanted to cover them here. This bike here now has been to Prudhoe Bay once, 2017. A Nuvik, I went, took my wife that time, so we were two up, 2018. And then I took it all the way to Tuck in 2019. Then of course COVID hit, I had to stick closer to home, but last year I managed to take this Husqvarna 701 up to Tuck in 2022, okay, last year. So, some questions. These are the most common questions everybody asks. I hear these questions all the time, so we'll cover them here. Is how many miles between gas stops going to Tuck? Okay, your longest stretch is going to be right here, going from the Dempster corner up to Eagle Plains, and that's 229 miles or 369 kilometers. That's your longest stretch. If you can make that, the rest of the trip is a piece of cake. Okay, can I camp on the Dempster? Yes, absolutely, you can. There are 7 campgrounds, official campgrounds, and then if you wanted a remote camp also, you could probably do that. I'd personally stick with a campground though. Okay, what if you break down or get a flat? Okay, make sure that you carry a tire repair kit with you. Make sure you know how to plug a tire and patch a tube. Know your bike and carry tools. There's going to be a lot of other riders on the Dempster when you go up there, so you will be rescued probably in about 10 minutes by somebody else. Okay, is there a motel in Fort McPherson? Yes, there is. There's one motel, the Peel River Hotel. It's only 8 rooms. Now, word of warning, if you plan on staying at motels and hotels, you've got to make reservations or you're going to be extremely disappointed. If you plan on using motels, take camping gear anyway, because you never know what's going to happen. If you can't get across the ferry, or if there's a breakdown, you get injured, if you have to spend the night, at least have a bivy bag with you or something, some kind of shelter. Okay, do I need bear spray? Yes, you need bear spray. You're going to be seeing a lot of bear. Can you camp on the shore in Tuck on the Arctic Ocean? Yes, you can. For now, that is. I did last year. It's no problem. It's a beautiful place to camp. Okay, time to travel is June and July is the time that I go. Tire recommendations. These are good 50/50 tires up here. The Midas E07 Heidenau K60 Scouts and the Moto Z Tractionator GPS. Now, if it's raining and if it's muddy up there, you're going to wish you had knobbies, but us as adventure riders, we pick the best tire that we think would be suitable for the trip, and we got to stick with it. So these 3 here, I don't think you can go wrong with. Okay, do I need to leave my luggage behind? Okay, I hear this all the time. I hear of guys. Here's a little map that I got off the, this is off the Milepost. Good map, you ought to download this here. It's real helpful. I hear a lot of guys saying, well, leave all your stuff in Dawson City. Then others will say, no, leave your stuff at Eagle Plains and make the trip then. That way you're a lot lighter, right? Well, that kind of makes sense. But the problem here is, you guys, if you get up this way and have any kind of problem, say if you're on your way back, you get to the ferry, there's 2 ferries across, the McKenzie River and the Peel River. Sometimes those ferries aren't running. It could be due to weather or maybe some kind of maintenance issue. Okay, now you're stranded without your gear. So I personally keep all my gear with me. Now, once I hit Inuvik, it's only 85 miles from Inuvik up to Tuck. And I have left my gear at Inuvik before, but I really didn't have to do that. So anyway, it's up to you. Okay, one last question is, a lot of guys really doubt themselves and they'll say, am I good enough rider to make this? Okay, well, you got to keep in mind, this is a gravel road. It's over 500 miles long. If you can ride a gravel road for any length of distance, I'm sure you're going to be fine. I have seen a couple riders get to the very start of the Dempster after they've traveled thousands of miles, and they run out of courage and they turn around and go back home. Don't be that guy. You can make it. Okay, just go with some riders that are, varying levels of expertise, and encourage each other, and you'll have a great time. Okay, I'm out.